Hi, I'm Aaron. Now, I've got a video that isn't a review and it's about a company I'm quite, pardon my French, pissed off with. It's a company called Stardust. I've brought loads of paint from them previously, costing about £100, but we've brought a lot more of the same paint, so it's cost a lot more. And I bought another one from them, which was chrome paint and a primer. And we needed the black primer for this project I'm doing, which I'm not going to tell you about yet. But yeah, they sent us a white primer, which...
Right, as you can see, it's meant to be black, and what it's actually doing is coming out white.
Which is what we don't need, because it wasn't going to give us the right kind of look we needed. But it said black on the label on the can, and it said the year that it was, which was 2018, is what the paint was from. So we sent them numerous emails asking, can they send us the right paint, and you sent us the wrong primer, please can you send us a replacement can of primer, or as what they call it, lacquer. And they've said, they asked for the receipt and the invoice and pictures of the can, which we did. But they then came back saying, look, actually they said in the email I got over the week, we won't replace the can. And to be honest, they were really quite rude. And their customer services was wrong, completely wrong. I mean, I emailed them the day we found out that the primer was white, and it took 5 days for them to get back to me, and they say on their website they reply back within 24 hours. So I waited that long, which I was prepared to wait. Still nothing. So I waited a couple more days, still nothing from them. So what I did was, in the end, I went onto their website, and they have 4 different addresses, email addresses. It's the only way I can actually get a reply is to email every single one of them to eventually get a reply. And I got a reply, but that was 5 days after I emailed all the emails. And to be honest, that is such bad customer service. They've flatly refused to replace the can. They won't take any responsibility, considering it's their mistake, not ours. So we've had a couple of people contact them that are friends of ours, friends of the family, and because this company is a French company, our friends of ours which are fluent in French. They speak French as a second language. So we got them involved, and Stardust has replied to them and basically said the exact same thing to them, which they then have relayed back to us. And there's a number on their Facebook, which here's another thing I find weird. The number is on their Facebook, but not on their website, which is really weird. So we phoned them, or attempted to phone them, but it didn't recognise the number, which was fair enough. So we tried a couple of times using different codes, which we know were the right codes because we looked them up on the internet, and still got nowhere. But again, I had a couple of friends try phoning them and they got through, so they were either at that point, the company were either at that point ignoring the phone, and if they were ignoring the phone, that is just plain wrong. So yeah, so what we're having to do is to get this primer we need, we're actually having to buy it rather than them send us a replacement, which is completely and utterly wrong. Don't get me wrong, we're still going to fight to get the money back, but we still shouldn't have to buy the primer to be able to finish the project we're on, and I was hoping to get it done before a friend of mine went abroad again, because he's also, or was also, a big fan of the TV show that this project is from. So yeah, so word to the wise, I recommend you don't buy from them, because their customer service is, pardon my French, shit, and they take 5 days to answer their emails, and it takes you emailing 4 or 5 different email addresses to actually get a reply back from them. And here's another thing. We've posted a message on their Facebook in a comment, no reply. We tried sending them a message on their Facebook, they don't let you. So yeah, I recommend you guys don't buy from them. The paint is great, the communication is shit, and they are downright rude, and if you buy from them, you stand up, there's a high possibility they'll send you the wrong paint, which they don't accept that was their mistake, which is, if they send you the wrong paint, puts your project to a screeching halt. Because the one I'm actually doing at the moment is for a cosplay show that I'm doing hopefully next year. And I was hoping to get the helmet done this year so I can make sure it's all sorted, but at this rate, the way they're going, I'm not going to be able to. So yeah, the paint is great. When they send you the right stuff, it's really chrome. Oh yeah, and another thing, quickly before I end this video, or end this rant I should say, they say the white primer will do the same thing, which, okay, maybe it will on another project that you're doing, but on this one, we desperately needed the black to bring out the chrome shine on the project. So we were absolutely gutted when we did the first spray and it was white. It meant we had to completely sand down the project. Because I'm actually doing 2 projects with this paint to do with the same cosplay, which meant we had to sand down the project because we sprayed the white primer over there, which was really upsetting for me and quite distressing for my parents because, of course, they had to deal with all this. And also, only with the lacquer, which is basically the gloss primer, you actually only get 30 minutes to use it. And they said to us, when they finally emailed us back after 5 days, that we could still use the primer, which we didn't want to do anyway, but you can't, because it says clearly on the can that use within 30 minutes, because the primer will go hard, or as they've termed it on their website, the primer will go off and go solid. So yeah, primer goes solid after 30 minutes. So I say again, customer service is terrible. Really rude in emails. They send you the wrong paint or the wrong primer, depending on what you actually ordered. They are really rude, and the stuff costs £100 as well, so it's also £100 out your pocket, which, if you're someone like me that is doing cosplay projects just for fun and who doesn't have a lot of money, you're not going to be able to afford it. I'm just lucky that I have an allowance for doing cosplay stuff. So yeah, again I say don't buy from them. You'll probably get the wrong paint, you'll get rude emails, they won't give you your money back or replace it if it's their mistake. You only get to use the primer for 30 minutes, and basically they are a absolutely shit company. And Stardust, this is aimed directly at you. You are a absolutely terrible company. Your manners are terrible, and it takes you 5 days to email to reply back to your bloody emails, and I am really disappointed about your company. And I've bought from you quite a few times before this, and I've been very happy with what I've bought from you. But, to be honest, what you have put me through the love, having to buy the extra can of black lacquer because you won't replace it because it's your mistake. So, I'm adding this onto the Stardust video that I did about the paint. We managed to get hold of someone that's from the UK that he works from Stardust, for Stardust. So he's based in the UK but he works for them. And his name is Mr. T. Mitchell. And he managed to, or didn't manage, he got us a lacquer, black lacquer paint sent out, which, as you know, we've been fighting like for Jesus to get, and up until a couple of weeks ago we had absolutely no luck at all because people at the Stardust in France were just being right pains. I was going to say something else then, but I stopped myself. So, yeah, I just want to say thank you to Mr. T. Mitchell. I owe you one, and the project is coming on really nice, and once it's done, I will get a picture sent to you of what it looks like when it's finished. So, when and if I buy some more stuff from Stardust, which I know I will at some point, I will try and go through you because I know you are a lot more reliable than the other guys. So, yeah, that's just me wanting to say thank you again. Thank you from my team, and that's thank you from Arran. So anyway, time to end this rant.